Well, hello and a very warm welcome once again to the Hala Legionov in Kielce in Poland, where you join us for the 15th session of boxing here on the 8th day of competition at the 2021 AIBA Youth World Boxing Championships. We're at the semi-final stage. We know the identity of all of the medalists, and now the semi-finalists will be battling it out to see who will be in contention for championship gold. In the 14th session of boxing, it was women's action all the way. Tonight here in session 15, it is men's action across 5 weight divisions at light flyweight, 56-kilogram bantamweight, light welterweight, middleweight, and we will conclude with the 91-kilogram heavyweight semi-final.
Representing Russia.
My name is Ronald McIntosh. I'm the commentator here on Ring A. The other 5 weight categories are being contested over on Ring B, where Andy Clark, my colleague, is on commentary duty.
Referee Bin Amzah Mazlan.
Remember, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel where you are watching this live stream of AIBA World Championship Boxing. And there you will find plenty of content, archive, and indeed the live stream here from the Youth World Championships. So getting us underway in the 49-kilogram light flyweight division are boxers from Azerbaijan and Russia, and this one being scored ringside by judges from Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Argentina, Mongolia, India, and Hungary. Oh, there is the man from Azerbaijan, Nijat Husseinov, 18 years of age, preparing for his 3rd contest of Kielce 2021 tonight, as is his opponent. That is the Russian boxer, Robert Badalian. He prevailed on a unanimous points decision victory yesterday against Sang Sawang of Thailand. As for the man in the red corner, he to a unanimous points decision victory over Levente Gedius of Hungary. So it promises to be a contest of high skill, this one, between boxers from Azerbaijan and Russia.
Round 1.
So we're underway then. The first semi-final of this 15th session of boxing. We're in the 49-kilogram light flyweight division. Both of these boxers guaranteed a medal. Both of them keen to get through to contest championship gold. The man wearing blue has already experienced the top medal rostrum in the Continental Championships. He's the 2020 European Youth Champion at 49 kilograms. Took his national title in the same weight class that same year. And the man wearing red, Husseinov, in the exchange of jabs, he too a national youth champion in 2020 at 49 kilograms. Got that habit of poking and playing with that gum shield. It often protrudes from his mouth, right on cue from Husseinov. And a spearing left-right, or an overhand right landed by Badalian. That lead left hook, Badalian, as we approach the midpoint of this opening round. Very relaxed operator is Badalian. Husseinov trying to get over that front foot, looking for the backhand, but was out of range. Lovely left jab, and then skipping off to his left from Badalian. Trying to go down to the body is Husseinov. Looking for that right cross. Terrific use of the feet once again from Badalian. And that left jab reddening the face of the boxer from Azerbaijan. Big backhand attempted by Husseinov. Counter right hand is a well-picked punch by the man in red. Badalian quickening his feet and closing the distance. And then there's a jolting left hand landed by the Azeri boxer, who's beginning to find his range with more consistency in the closing stages of this opening round. Look at that for a left jab from Badalian to put distance between he and his opponent once again. It's been a really effective punch for him. Looking for the right hand around the corner was Husseinov. Both men missing with their attempted shots. Husseinov looking for a big overhand right, looking for the same punch once again. Right hand landed on the bell by Husseinov, who got himself more consistent success. That is why he's taken a share of the round for Judge D. The other four observers around the boxing ring here at the Halle Legionov, preferring the work of Badalian. Some of the action from that opening round.
Левый-влево в голову, а правый по животу. Ты понял? Взрывчик туда. Взрыв. Да. Можешь дистанцию сломаться, ушел. Где-то можешь сам пойти на него. Ручки вот сюда и ты. Да. Вот смотри,
Seconds out, G.
работай. Передний бьем, пошел.
Round 2.
So to the second round then, and sprinting out of the blocks is Robert Badalian from Russia, landing with a leaping left hook. Almost catching Husseinov by surprise. Husseinov digs in, looking for a right hand as, again, Badalian sprinting back into the pocket. Two fast twitch fighters, variably waiting to explode into range. Here's a shot without reply by Badalian. Wonderful left hand once again from the man in blue. Husseinov in pursuit. Got to be careful he doesn't end up following him around the ring, because Badalian dictating the distance, controlling the distance and the tempo of this contest. There's a single shot success from the man in red. He's in danger of shadowing him here rather than cutting him off. He scores with a good right hand to the body by employing that side step to his right, Husseinov. Husseinov looking to counter, targets the body once again, but it's evaded by Badalian. He lost his footing near the perimeter of the ring, and my goodness, how about that for a tangle? So presenting a different posture now, Husseinov, hand down by his side. Trying to goad Badalian into leading so he can explode with his attempted quick counters. Good right hand to the body landed by Badalian. But a terrific reverse 1-2 from Husseinov. Badalian holding his feet for just an instant, and it was recognized by Husseinov, and he scored with a right left, which caused Badalian to become a little bit disorganized. Big left hook landed by the man in red, but it was countered during that exchange by Badalian. Solid right hand landed over the top as the two boxers tie one another up once again. 2.5 minutes gone in this second round. The man in blue took the first round on a 4-1 split. Again, that habit of pushing out the mouthpiece from Husseinov. Wishing to state the obvious, but the gum shield is there to protect the teeth and gums. And if you push it out like that, I'm not sure how much protection it's going to provide if you take a shot to the mouth. He has to reinsert it before going back to his corner, but it's got to come out to be rinsed anyway. Another action-packed round of boxing, and Husseinov taking it for 3 of the judges, so it is all square for judges A, C, D, and E. What a contest we have in prospect over the course of the final 3 minutes. Badalian, 2 rounds to the good for Judge B, but for the other 4 observers here, that successful flurry with the man pinned to the ropes could have been decisive in turning the tables in that round. So all square, 4 of the 5 judges. The semi-final has effectively come down to the final 3 minutes.
Seconds out, please.
Раз, раз, два. Левый, левый, правый. Быстро развиваться. Все, выложиться.
Round 3.
So into the 3rd and final round we go. And Husseinov, well, he's been put on the end of a rapid-fire double jab there. Badalian up on his toes, just reversing and then getting in with another jab. 3 solid left jabs landed in the first 20 seconds of this final round. It is a terrific start by the man in blue. Big hooks exchange from the rear hand from both boxers. Right hand without reply from Husseinov. Badalian looking to establish that lead left hand, which he's used to terrific effect through the course of the opening minute. Found the range just after the bell and scored repeatedly with it. Remember, it's the place in the 49-kilogram light flyweight final at stake. Boxers exchanging jabs on the resumption. Beautiful counter right hand with the final shot of that coming together. Badalian comes back and lands a left jab before another. Clinch with arms entwined all over the place, causing the intervention of the referee. Counter right hand was the best shot of that coming together from Badalian. My goodness, that's a rather dangerous tactic employed by Husseinov. Really shouldn't bend your opponent's neck back like that. Referee right on the money to speak with him about that. Solid left hand landed by Badalian. Remember, it's all square on the cards of the four of the 5 judges. And we've got a minute as Badalian lands another solid left hand, and for my money, Husseinov needs to do something big in his final 40 seconds. He's being kept at distance by that lead left hand of the man in blue. And again, while the interventions keep coming because of excessive holding, time is ticking away. Who can produce some sustained quality in the final 20 plus seconds that remain to catch the eye of the judges? Badalian looking for the lead left hand. Husseinov in pursuit of his man. They're right over our commentary position here at the Halle Legionov. 10-second clapper is imminent. And then a furious trade-off on the ropes at the far side of the ring from our commentary position. It's untidy at the conclusion. There's been no doubt about the determination in evidence. And I am inclined to agree with the man who has raised his right hand in anticipation of what he thinks is going to be victory. He was terrific in that final round, and he did it with a punch that all boxers learn first of all, the lead left jab, and it worked fantastically for him. Husseinov remained committed to his cause, kept in pursuit of his man, but couldn't find the consistency that served him so well in the second round. I think it's the man in blue who is going through to contest World Championship gold. We will get the verdict once Husseinov arrives at center ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout by unanimous decision is a boxer from the blue corner.
And just look at what it means to Robert Badalian. Unanimous points victor over Nijat Husseinov of Azerbaijan, and the 2020 European Youth Champion goes through to contest World Championship gold here at Kielce 2021. That is a man on a mission, and he'll be back in the boxing ring on the 23rd of April, the final day of competition here, and that is how he did it, sweeping the final round for all 5 scoring judges, and he did it behind that educated lead left hand. A very good display indeed. Nijat Husseinov has produced a terrific tournament here. He was in tears after being declared the victor yesterday.
Ladies and gentlemen,
to guarantee himself a championship medal, he comes away with World Championship bronze here at Kielce 2021. It's Badalian who will box for championship gold.
Red corner, please welcome boxer representing India, Chongstam Viswamitra. And his opponent, representing Kazakhstan in blue corner, Tashkentbay Sanskar.
So here are the judges who will score the second 49-kilogram light flyweight semi-final. They're from Moldova, Armenia, Italy, Mongolia, and Slovakia. Well, there is the man who will be representing India,
And judge assignment in
Viswamitra Chongtam, 18 years of age, Asian junior gold medalist,
Referee Lazarev Dmitro, Ukraine.
going for his 3rd bout, having progressed in his quarter-final over Omer Ametovic with a unanimous points decision victory, beating the good Serbian boxer. All 5 of the judges. There's his opponent, Sanjo Tashkentbay, the man from Kazakhstan, with a unanimous points decision victory over Ibrahim Ishjonov of Uzbekistan to progress here. Dmitry Lazarev of Ukraine is the referee. Also the 3rd bout of the tournament for the 17-year-old Kazakhstan boxer wearing blue.
Round 1.
So we're underway then. 2 southpaws facing off to determine who will go through to face Robert Badalian of Russia in the gold medal bout here on the final day of competition. They're from India and Kazakhstan, and the taller figure, Tashkentbay, looking to get over the front foot and keep this little pressure boxer at bay. Saw how effective the jab can be. Oh my goodness! Well, you really don't like to see that in the boxing ring. Athletes who possess terrific power to weight ratio, throwing one another to the canvas. Thankfully, everybody's okay. So approaching a minute gone in this opening round, we see the sidestep from Tashkentbay. Tashkentbay just falling short. He's using that right hand as a rangefinder, and while he keeps pecking and poking with it, Chongtam just a little bit to step into his own punching range, but he did so without reply there and scored with an overhand left out of his southpaw stance. Defense with the gloves from Chongtam, and then he starts to go to work to the body, doubling up his attack, keeping the pressure going, but a neat sidestep applied by Tashkentbay. Educated left hand got around the rear of the right glove from the man in blue. There's the same shot once again. It took a more direct route from Tashkentbay. Terrific use of the left cross once again. Found a range with that punch over the previous 20 seconds or so. Same shot, same result, and it causes Chongtam just to shake his head to clear his senses and try and get his groove back after being picked off by that southpaw backhand from Tashkentbay in repeated fashion. So Tashkentbay presenting a different posture for a moment. Standing in front of his man, same shot, same result once again, and Chongtam has got to make some type of adjustment here because he simply hasn't been able to avoid the southpaw left cross through this mid portion of the round. So trying to tuck up tightly is Chongtam, but he's put on the end of a straight punch once again. There's a raiding left hand by the man in red, but he's backed up with intent by Tashkembai. Chongtam got through with a counter left hand after Tashkembai missed. So the 10-second clapper. Beautiful single shot once again, picked out effectively by Tashkembai. A terrific conclusion to the round, which started somewhere around the midpoint for the man in blue. Began to find the range with his left cross, and he did so repeatedly. Well, one judge preferring the work of the man in red, but Tashkembai's southpaw left hand was impressive indeed.
Seconds out. Round 2.
So into the second round, and what can Chongtam do differently? Having conceded the opening round 4-1, well, he's come out with incredible aggression, racing across the ring, to find his man. But Tashkembai saying, okay, that's not going to ruffle me in any way, shape or form. He's standing his ground. He's using good footwork and trying to repel the attacks of the aggressive little boxer in red. And credit to him for trying to quicken the tempo and up his work rate. And he scores with a right-left combination. The southpaw left over the top. There's a southpaw jab that lands. Terrific increase in intensity from Chongtam after conceding the opening round 4-1. But Tashkembai willing not to be pushed backwards as he scores with a left cross during that coming together. Terrific use of the backhand once again from the man in blue. Scores with a left hand to the body. Well, what a contest we have here, because it's though Tashkembai and his Kazakh seconds, his Kazakh coaches have said to him, listen, don't let this guy bully you around the ring. You stand your ground and make him pay a price to get into range. And that is exactly what he's doing, particularly with that southpaw left hand. Terrific contest, this one. You have to credit Chongtam for listening to his corner and changing the tactics as he scores with the left hand over the top, but then there's a double southpaw left success for Tashkembai. What a contest through the opening half of this second round. So looking for that left once again is Chongtam, but he takes a solid left cross from Tashkembai. Can Chongtam maintain the pressure that he started this second round with? Been an incredible punch output. Well, he made his way across the ring with quick feet, but he didn't have any success on that foray forward. Jab was partially blocked by the gloves, but then Tashkembai going down to the body. Left hand over the top from Chongtam wasn't too far away. Then he scores with a good up jab out of that southpaw stance. Tashkembai long with his attempted left cross. Good right hand landed by Chongtam as he got over the front foot once again. Seemed to take a breather around 40 seconds ago, but in the closing stages of this round, he's looking to up the work rate once again. Looking for that left hand over the top repeatedly. Tashkembai, his accuracy not as impressive as it was in the opening round. Solid left hand landed by the man in red. What a second round, my goodness. Well, the man in red was plenty aggressive, but make no mistake, he was met by a skillful operator on the back foot. But it is the aggression of Chongtam that has been rewarded. So it is all square for 4 of the 5 judges after 2 completed rounds. The increase in tempo from Chongtam proving to be effective. And so we are all square after 2 rounds for 4 of the 5 scoring judges. 19 points apiece, 1 round apiece.
Seconds out, please.
Both boxers exhaling loudly. They prepare for this 3rd and final round.
Round 3.
So it's come down to the final 3 minutes in this 49-kilogram light flyweight semi-final, and look at the start from both boxers. The momentum perhaps with Chongtam, who swept the 2nd round across the board. Now can Tashkembai find that left cross which served him so well? You can see the tenor of the contest has changed as Chongtam springs into the pocket once again, but couldn't find the range, hitting on the break. Tashkembai comes back with a solid left cross. And Tashkembai looking for that 1-2 combination. Oh my goodness, wow. I'm getting up close and personal with Chongtam because he came sprinting across the ring. His balance completely betrayed him. And he almost made like a torpedo through the ropes here, heading right for our commentary position. Thankfully, no harm done. The action resumes. And it's Tashkembai looking to get onto the front foot. Beautiful right hook out of that crouch from Chongtam. Oh, that's a solid 2-shot combination from Tashkembai. We're approaching the midpoint of the final round. And it's Tashkembai who's looking to be the busier of these 2 boxers here. Oh, terrific punch picking once again. 3-shot combination followed by a right-left combination from Tashkembai. Good portion of the round for him. Chongtam will be aware of that. And he lands with a clean right hook and follows it by a left cross. Terrific 2-way action here in the 3rd and final round of a contest that is up for grabs. All square for 4 of the 5 scoring judges after 2 completed rounds. And these 2 boxers enjoying plenty of success at the expense of the opponent here in the 3rd. Nice movement to his right from Tashkembai. Chongtam comes back with a right hand around the corner and over the top. Solid left hand landed by Chongtam, but look at that reverse 1-2 followed by a right hook from Tashkembai, and then another 2-shot success as opposed to the 1 from Chongtam. So a good portion of the round again for the man in blue. Now, the last time we had this type of juncture, Chongtam responded with a terrific 2-shot combination. Hard punches that came in quick succession. Can he respond again? Lands with a left cross once more. Terrific competitiveness on display between these 2 semi-finalists. They've guaranteed themselves World Championship bronze at least, but they want to go through to the gold medal bout. Tashkembai with a solid right-left combination. Shot over the top was from the man in red. 10-second clapper as Tashkembai lands another left cross and another one. Chongtam bombing away with his own backhand. And that will be the final action of the contest. What a contest! Absolutely sensational stuff. And there's celebrations in both corners, but for what it's worth, at the conclusion of what was a terrific final round of boxing, I think it is Tashkembai who has just edged that 3rd and final round. But make no mistake, there is very little in it, because both boxers really did set out their stall and go for it in their bid to face off against Robert Badalian in the gold medal bout here at Kielce 2021. Here's the verdict.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout by split decision is the boxer from blue corner.
And there is confirmation.
Sanjar, Kazakhstan.
Sanjar Tashkembai, a split decision winner. 28-29, 29-28 for all 5 judges, but 4 of them preferring the work of Tashkent, and that is how he did it, sweeping the final round, which was an absolute firefight for the full 3 minutes. Bishwamitra Chongtam comes away with championship bronze, and he should be incredibly proud of his performance here. The buzzing little boxer made a real name for himself with his exciting performances. Championship bronze for him. It will be Russia versus Kazakhstan for championship gold on the final day of competition on the 23rd of April.
57 in ring A, men's bantam, 56 kilogram. Into the red corner, please welcome boxer representing Russia, Chendrik Alexei. And his opponent, representing Kazakhstan, in blue corner, Sabir Yerbolat. Judges' appointments. 1, Argentina.
So we move up to the men's 56 kilogram bantamweight division, and here are the 5 scoring judges who will be the arbiters of this one here, from Argentina, Czech Republic, Malaysia, Armenia, and Sri Lanka. There is the Russian boxer, Alexei Shendrik. 17-year-old, preparing for his 4th bout of the tournament, won in his quarterfinal. 5-0 unanimous decision against Azrak Bibirov, but he was warned twice for holding. It was a very untidy affair between Shendrik and Bibirov, but that is how he's booked his place on the medal podium. As for Yerbolat Sabir, well, he won 3-0 against Saidal Horta of Cuba. Cuba was warned for holding in round 2 in that contest. Similarly, for the 19-year-old from Kazakhstan, he's preparing for his 4th contest.
Round 1.
So we're underway then, semi-final action. In the men's 56 kilogram bantamweight division. 2 talented teenagers facing off to determine who will go through to the gold medal bout. Man wearing red, Alexei Shendrik of Russia, his opponent. That's Sabir of Kazakhstan, who's a southpaw wearing blue. And what a start to the round by both of these boxers. Beautiful lead left hand landed during that exchange by Shendrik, and then he lands with a right cross before taking a hard left hand into the midsection. We start to the contest for these boxers. Right hand came around the corner from Sabir. Shendrik trying to get on his front foot and re-establish that lead left hand. There's a right cross which follows the jab, and then he turns it into a right hook into the body of the man in blue. Solid right cross through the middle from the man in red. Drop down a right hand to the body. Left cross in response from Sabir. Terrific two-way action through the first half of this opening round. My goodness. Non-stop punching. Plenty of thinking at a high tempo between these two. It's almost as though they step off for a portion and then they're stepping back in at identical moments. Left hand success repeatedly for Sabir. Working away to the body is Shendrik, but a couple of those shots may have been blocked by the elbows as Sabir comes back with a strong left cross. Left cross success once again for the man in blue. 3 times in quick succession, make that 4. Terrific portion of the round for Sabir of Kazakhstan. And that could be the difference in a contest which has been very close so far throughout this opening round. Repeated success with a backhand. Shendrik, though, plenty of time to make it up and scores to the body effectively, but there's the left cross success once again. Sabir has really found a range with that backhand to both body and head. Electing to go on the back foot, that's inviting pressure, and Shendrik targeting the body with his right cross. Right hand came around the corner from the man in red and found a home, as it did right there on the head guard of the man in blue, but southpaw left success once again. Shendrik continuing to come forward, really planting his feet into the canvas and getting leverage onto these shots. That's for ring B. There's still 20 seconds, and once again it's the Sunday punch of the man in blue. The left cross, which crashes home onto the chin of Shendrik. Left cross to the body scored by the man in blue. And a left cross on the bell, speared home by Sabir. And I think those backhand successes are enough to take that round for me. But what say the 5 judges, because it was incredibly competitive. Shendrik showing his prowess as well. 5 scoring judges scoring in favor of Yurbalet Sabir. A clean sweep after the first 3 minutes. And what was a terrifically busy opening round.
Seconds out, please. Round 2.
So into the second round, Shendrik, the 2020 European Youth Championship gold medalist at 56 kilograms, conceded it across the board. That is why he's come out looking to quicken the tempo. But Sabir, having built up that advantage, content to hold his feet now and just pick off the man in red as he's advancing. Still looking to target that southpaw left hand, which served him so well during the course of the opening round. And now just changing the look in front of the man. The two of them were almost standing at center ring and trading off in the first round. And that's what's ensuing right here in the neutral corner, just above our commentary position. Still, repeated left hands being speared out. And he's finding the range with them is Sabir. Inviting pressure in the corner, goading the man to come in. Shendrik going in pursuit of his man to overturn the 10-9 deficit that he faces for all 5 judges after the opening round. And he's having success, but he's paying a heavy toll as well, particularly from that backhand of the man in blue. So Shendrik really looking to be the aggressor here, but Sabir is standing his ground and picking his punches very well indeed. Counter left hand was off the mark. Shendrik looking to go down to the body. Good right hand success for the man in red. And left hand nudged through at the end of that cluster. Oh, that's a beautiful left hand, and it bent the man over backwards, crashing right onto his chin. But he steps right back into the pocket. Solid punch resistance demonstrated by Shendrik. But he won't want to take too many of those. You can see damage inflicted on the nose of the man in red. Takes a hard shot to the body as he looks to step back into the breach. And then his head is pivoted by a left-right combination out of that southpaw stance. He had success of his own while taking those 2 punches. And the two-way action continues as Shendrik gets through with the right hand. Solid left cross once again, landing, and then a 1-2 success for the man in blue, whose straight punches have served him very well indeed. He gets his head buffeted by a left-right combination to Sabir. Closing seconds of the second round. Sabir with a left hand once again. So another glancing left hand lands on the 10-second clapper for Sabir. Shendrik continuing to bustle away. You have to give him credit as there's another exchange and an eye-catching left jolting the head of Shendrik. during that final coming together before the bell to conclude the second round, I happen to think, despite this man's increased intensity, it is still Sabir who has taken it, and 4 of the 5 judges agreeing. Judge B favoring the work of Shendrik. So for 4 of the 5 judges here, A, C, D, and E, it is Yurbalat Sabir who has a 2-round lead, 20 points to 18 lead over Shendrik from Russia. It was the best shot of the entire contest. Solid left hand that disorganized Shendrik for a moment.
Seconds out, please. Round 3.
Oh, that's a terrific left hand as the bell sounds to begin the 3rd round. And how fitting is it that Yurbalat Sabir found the range with that shot, which has been his most profitable punch all contest long. Shendrik simply hasn't been able to avoid it. And again, his head swiveled left and right by 2-shot success there from the man in blue. Shendrik gets through with a strong right cross. He's looking for the backhand once again. That's a brilliant right hand landed by Shendrik, and it caused Sabir to lose his boxing stance. He went skipping backwards for a moment, but now he is right back into the pocket and exchanging heavy leather with his Russian opponent. This is absolutely sensational stuff from these 2 boxers as they both go in pursuit of a place in the gold medal bout in the 56-kilogram bantamweight division. Big backhand landed by Shendrik once again. Remember, he is down 20-18 for 4 of the 5 scoring judges here, so he knows he needs a big final round, and credit to him because he is going for it, leaving no stone unturned in his pursuit of victory. And he's having success with his backhand here, and they're solid punches as well. Both boxers feeling the pace, but they are being driven on by their competitive spirit. All of the training to prepare for Kyoto 2021. Well, this is where it pays dividends, because this is a hard-fought contest. But look at Shendrik take the punches and still keep coming. It's not that they're not paying attention to defense, as he's doubled over by a couple of body shots. But their will continues to drive them forward as Sabir lands a cracking left cross. And it was Shendrik who had to step backwards across the ring. What an opening 2 minutes of this 3rd and final round. Solid left hand landed once again by Sabir, and he bombs away with the backhand once more. Shendrik increasingly fatigued here now, can't get out the way of the punches, but he's staying in punching range in a bid to find his own success. Oh, that's a beautifully picked left cross from Sabir. Shendrik didn't fully commit to his punch that he was thinking about, and while he was in 2 minds as to whether to draw it back, a left hand came crashing through. Still Shendrik comes forward, looking for the finishing fusillade deep into this 3rd and final round. As much respite as we have had in this final 3-minute session, a left hand success again. Well, it's fitting that it was the left cross of Yurbalat Sabir that was the final punch of this contest, because that is what turned the tide in his favor, in my opinion. Terrifically competitive throughout the 1st round, but in the middle part of that 1st round, the southpaw left began repeatedly to find a home into the head of Shendrik, and he continued to ride that punch for the entirety of the contest. Credit to Shendrik, he really went for it, particularly in the 3rd and final round when he was 20-18 down for 4 of the 5 judges. But I don't think he's come out on top in this final round either. I think it is going to be Sabir who will go through to contest 56-kilogram bantamweight gold. Let's get the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout by split decision is the boxer from blue corner, Sabir Yerbolat Kazakhstan.
So Yerbalat Sabir, absolutely delighted. He prevails on a 4-1 split to go through to the final of the 56 kilogram bantamweight division. But what a tournament. Shendrik has had the European champion acquitting himself incredibly well here on the global stage, and he will add world championship bronze to the 2020 European youth title that he took in the bantamweight division. It's Sabir who goes on. He's one win away from championship gold here in Kielce 2021. What a contest.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for bout number 358 in ring A, men's bantam, 56 kilogram. Into the red corner, please welcome boxer representing Italy, Baldassi Michel.
So we remain in the men's 56 kilogram bantamweight division.
His opponents representing
this one between
India,
boxers from Italy
Sashi.
and India.
Judge assignments: 1 Argentina, 2 Malaysia, 3 Mongolia, 4 Slovakia, and 5.
So these are the judges who will be scoring this one. They are from Argentina, Malaysia, Mongolia, Slovakia, and Moldova. Well, there is Michele Baldassi, former European junior champion, the 18-year-old. And his opponent is also 18 years of age. That is Sachin of India. Sachin preparing for his third bout of the tournament here, having had a bye in the first preliminary round. Mukash Yasaliev is the official from Kyrgyzstan. Both men prevailing on a 3-2 split to advance through to the medal stages and the semi-final stage. A 3-2 split decision victory for Baldassi over Ruslan Aslikian of Armenia, while Sachin prevailed against Dilshad Abdurahmudov of Uzbekistan.
Round 1.
So we're underway then. The second semi-final in the 56 kilogram bantamweight division to determine who will go through to face off against Yerbalat Sabir of Kazakhstan, who has just prevailed in a pulsating first semi-final. Strong right hand landed by Michele Baldassi, spearing it just above the belt line of the man in blue. Sachin, the southpaw, looking to get his own rhythm and range established here. Hard left hand whipped into the body by Sachin. Baldassi looking for the same right cross to the torso. So plenty of patience being exhibited in this second semi-final. So left hand on the back foot wasn't too far away from Baldassi. The left hand to the body from Sachin. Cleverly picked punch by Baldassi, whipped in that right hand and then came through the right hand upstairs as well. So beyond the midpoint of this opening round, it's a very patient display by both of these boxers as they look to create their openings and scoring opportunities. So exchange of right hands as they came together. Baldassi's backhand landed in response to the right jab of the man in blue. The closing seconds of this opening round, and it's been a very patient round so far as Sachin springs into range and scores with a left cross. Sitting on the break from Sachin. Good right hand to the body landed by the man in red. Whips in that same shot once again. He's targeted the body to good effect, has Baldassi, during the course of that opening round. Not a fair reflection of the 3 minutes that transpired. Baldassi taking it for judges A, B, and C. Sachin for the other two observers.
Dobbiamo essere convinti e non concentrati di là quando concentrati. Concentrato e muovi.
है ना इन बहुत से चलो ऊपर नीचे
e tieni sempre il centro.
दिखाओ नीचे ऊपर
Non farlo veloce.
खेल रहे
Ascolta,
नीचे मारो
guarda sicuramente ti diranno quando vieni sta perdendo. Quando vieni bravo, come vieni più quello che stai facendo. Siamo, ti aggredisce lui adesso. Contrattacco.
Round 2.
So into the second round then. Solid right hand landed by Sachin. Baldassi continuing to target the body. Remember, he edged the first round on a 3-2 split as Sachin scores with the right hook around the corner, but a right hand comes straight down the pipe. Sachin goes looking for a left cross response. Well, it's untidy when they get into short range. Minute gone in this second round. Baldassi looking for that backhand again, which is always a good choice against the southpaw. As Sachin tries to quicken his punch output, and he did get through with a right-left combination there. Bobbing and weaving on the ropes just above it is Baldassi, but he's being caught by a fair few of these punches, including that left uppercut. He shows Machismo saying, okay, is that all you got? After he was tagged by that left uppercut, drawing that cluster of punches from Sachin. Both boxers will look to improve their accuracy in this final half of the second round. Nice right hook landed on the retreat from Baldassi after Sachin had success coming in. Left hand with the two boxers together once again. Left hand from Sachin as the two boxers came together. Coming increasingly untidy, this one. Plenty of competitiveness. Styles cancelling each other out for pockets of these rounds. Left hand over the top from Sachin is countered by a right hand, and once again from Baldassi. Right hand off the ropes twice scored by Baldassi. Incredibly intense is this. Remember, there was very little in it after 3 minutes of boxing. Sachin took it for judges D and E. Baldassi took it for judges A, B, and C. It's been a frenetic second round here, punctuated by lots of grappling and tangles. Sachin looking to quicken his feet and his tempo once again. The second round in the book.
stronzate, Michele non mi fa queste stronzate. Allora le gambe. Dammi qua. Che cacchio fai?
And it's Sachin, whose front foot pressure has swept it for all 5 judges. So he leads by 2 points for judges D and E. It is all square. 19 points apiece for judges A, B, and C.
Tira fuori il coglione. Respira profondo. Tira fuori il coglione. Non devi scendere in bagaglia, non ti stanchi, non ti devi avvicinare a te, non devi incrociare prima. Non fallo venire. Non ti voglio vedere più le cose. Tu. Rapido. Adesso lui cerca di nuovo.
Seconds out is round 3.
So into the third and final round. And once again, we have a semi-final that has come down to the final 3 minutes. The boxer in blue, Sachin, swept the second round for all 5 judges after he increased his work rate compared to the first round. So he is leading. For judges D and E, it is all square, 19 points apiece. For judges A, B, and C. Mr. Baldassi took the first round for those 3 observers. He scores with a hard right hand to the body and then a hard right hand upstairs. Sends Sachin staggering backwards, and he receives a standing 8 count in the opening minutes of this third and final round. So a stern talking to from the referee in the direction of Sachin. Sachin looking to get onto the front foot. On the midpoint of the third and final round, Sachin has taken a standing count here in round number 3. Scores with a right jab. Baldassi walked onto a left cross there. Oh, this is very untidy. Well, a point has been taken from Sachin, so whatever he scores in this third and final round, a point will be coming off it. He's taken a standing count, and a standing count against Baldassi. So we've had 2 standing counts here in the third round. We've had a warning issued against Sachin for excessive holding. Now remember, in the AIBA interpretation of the 10-point must system, standing counts, knockdowns won't necessarily result in a 10-8 round, but a warning, well, that is automatically a point off whatever point total the boxer earns during the round where the warning is issued. That's a beautiful left hand landed by Sachin, who's looking to pin his man in the corner. Closing seconds of what has been an incident-filled round. A point's been taken for Baldassi, so it's all square in that regard. And now this is going to come down to genuine scoring as to who prevailed. I say genuine, nothing wrong with warnings being taken, of course, but Baldassi issued a warning in the closing seconds, a warning each way, a standing count each way in that incident-filled round. And by continually holding, well, both boxers saw themselves get docked a point here, but Baldassi, by committing the infringement in the closing stages, could well have cost himself the contest, because there is no way that Sachin could have scored more than 9, and now that is going to be the fate that Baldassi has as well. Which way will this one go? Remember, it was all square for judges A, B, and C. 19 points apiece after 2 completed rounds. Sachin was leading by 2 rounds for judges D and E.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout by unanimous decision is the boxer from the blue corner, Sachin.
And it is Sachin who prevails on a unanimous points verdict. An incredibly hard-fought physical contest where there was an incident-filled third and final round. And it is Sachin who goes through to contest World Championship gold here in Kielce 2021. And he does so at the expense of Michele Baldassi. He comes away with a World Championship bronze, but must be incredibly disappointed, being warned in the final 12 seconds,
Ladies and gentlemen,
which resulted in the scorecards we see there.
159 in Rinke, men's light welter, 64 kilogram. Into the red corner, please welcome boxer representing India, Narval Ankit. And his opponents, representing Kazakhstan in the blue corner, Akkaliov Sabishan.
So we're in the 64 kilogram light welterweight division, and this contest will be scored by judges who hail from the Czech Republic, Hungary, Uzbekistan, Ukraine, and Italy.
And 5 Italy. Referee Ravi Rai, Scotland.
Well, there is Ankit Narwal. The man from India has been sensational throughout the course of this tournament so far. 18 years of age, 2019 Asian Youth Championship silver medalist, facing off against Shabajan Akalikov, the 2020 National Youth Champion of Kazakhstan. Ravi Rai of Scotland is the referee. Ankit Narwal actually preparing for his 5th bout of the tournament. This the second busiest weight class in the men's competition, with 34 boxers. 69 kilogram welterweight has 36. So in effect, we had a round of 64. And Ankit Narwal boxed in that round. He prevailed in his quarterfinal with a unanimous points decision victory over Ezequiel de Cruz of Brazil. As for Sabirjan Akalikov, he prevailed in his quarterfinal over Darian Favier Castro of Cuba. 4-1 split decision. A contest where he was very busy indeed during the course of that bout.
Round 1.
So we're underway then. And the towering figure wearing blue is Kazakhstan's Shabirjan Akalikov, 19 years of age. His opponent, the more compact figure, is Ankit Narwal. He's 18 years of age. Deep into this tournament, what a busy boxer he has been. He's been sensational so far. Both of these men have got at least World Championship bronze, but they have got designs on top spots on the podium. Measured start to begin the contest from both boxers. Good left hand to the body landed by Akalikov, looking to put the man in red in the corner and put him on the end of straight punches. So the feeling out process continuing with a minute gone in this opening round. Lead left hook is a scoring shot from Ankit Narwal. Looking to quicken his feet and score on the counter once again, but good defensive maneuvers produced by Akalikov. Nice defense with the right glove from Narwal. He did it twice. He whips the right hand to the body downstairs and then scores with a quick counter left hand over the top of the right of Akalikov, who comes back with body shots from both flanks. Narwal looking to get his hooks away upstairs. So plenty of feinting, particularly with the front foot. And look at that between the southpaw and orthodox boxer, just how tight territory is in and around the lead legs of both of these men. Left cross landed by Akalikov. Narwhal looking for a hard backhand in the form of a hook. And look at the push-off from Akalikov to get it back to his preferred punching distance, which is most certainly long range. But Narwhal able to get inside and score with body shots before being put on the end of a featherlight right jab on the retreat. Narwhal bobbing and weaving and then coming up with a left hook, beautiful move, but then he took a hook and an uppercut. Terrifically sharp punch picking from Akalikov. He takes a right hand over the top during that exchange from Narwhal. 10-second clapper has sounded. But Akalikov just increasing his accuracy in the closing stages of this first round. And there's the bell. What it's worth, I think it's Akalikov, whose rally in the closing stages of that could well have tipped the balance in his favor. How do the 5 scoring judges see this one? 4 of them favoring the work of Akalikov, and that is why that's one of the wonderful things about this sport. You have to concentrate for the full 3 minutes, and I'm not suggesting that Narwhal wasn't concentrating, but in the closing 10 or 12 seconds of the opening round, Akalikov was able to produce some terrific accuracy with his consistent punching, and that could well have been the decisive factor in the opening round being scored in his favor on a 4-1 split.
Seconds out, please. Round 2.
So into the second round then. Looking to establish that lead right jab now is Akalikov, but Narwhal looking to bob and weave and bomb away with big punches from both flanks. Quickening the feet is Narwhal, but Akalikov is presenting terrific footwork, and that's a solid right hand which visibly dipped the leads of Akalikov and made him lose his boxing stance. No standing count forthcoming. Terrific shot landed by Narwhal. Akalikov, his senses appear to have recovered, and he's got his boxing stance back beneath him and is over the front foot once again. But there's an example of the quick counter punching that Narwhal can produce. And that is why concentration is so crucial as Narwhal gets through with a counter right hand once again. Could well have been a balance thing which caused Akalikov to totter and stumble like that, but it was visible from my vantage point here ringside. His eyes widened and he went for a little stumble across the canvas. But now, looking relaxed and rhythmic once again, he continues to search for the range with that lead right hand. Narwhal looking to counter the left that Akalikov scored with a right hand of his own. Oh, that's a nice left uppercut brought into play by Akalikov, and it causes Narwhal to back up momentarily. Now he steps back into the breach, but he's tagged by a right hand around the corner. Terrific work by Akalikov through that portion of the round, but there's a solid overhand right landed once again by Narwhal. Perhaps something taken off it because Akalikov was moving backwards. As Narwhal bobbing and weaving just out of range, but Akalikov gets through with a left cross and continues the pressure, doubling up, tripling up the attacks over the front foot to try and keep Narwhal at bay. Narwhal looking to time raiding attacks, invariably single shot attacks as he goes downstairs with a 2-shot burst to the body, right hook, right hand over the top, but then look at the response it brings from Akalikov. He's looking to get the better of this portion of the round. There's a single pot shot success with the right hand once again for Narwhal. Left hand landed by Akalikov. What a round here in the second. Akalikov, the busier boxer, but look at the sneaky, crisp, clear punches landed by Narwhal, like that left hand there. Left hand to the body from the man in blue was a scoring shot. It's 2 straight shots through the guard. And there's no question that it's Akalikov who is the busier boxer, letting his hands go repeatedly and catching Narwal on that left cross. Looking to produce a big rally in the closing stages of the second round, just as he did in the first. And he lands a clean left cross once again. Narwal bombs away with the right hand, but Akalikov got his hands up. Now, despite taking that big shot which sent him stumbling, I think the work rate of Akalikov may well have been enough to take that second round, and he has done so for 3 of the 5 judges. So it's all square for 1 judge. Narwal leads for Judge A, and it's Akalikov leading for the other 3. What a contest here. Some terrific punch picking from both boxers. And you have to credit the response that Narwal was able to produce after conceding the opening round on a 4-1 split.
Second out, please. Round 3.
So into the 3rd and final round then. Ankit Narwal needs a big 3rd and final round here to overturn the position he finds himself in on the scorecards. He's leading for 1 judge, he's tied for another, and he's trailing for the other 3. Akalikov looking very relaxed up there, and you can see not able to, not permitted to hold the left to long bridge with the hands like that. Just hold them out to annoy your opponent and try and blind them. You've got to be punching or holding, but not just holding them out there in the line of sight.